Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hey! Stop it! Okay, anyway, so I'm still trying to figure out like my filming background. It was almost all my makeup videos. It's been this. It's just been the back of my room, but I'm trying to figure out maybe like a better filming setup, something more aesthetically pleasing or cute. I curled my hair a little bit because it looked a mess. Oh, and I'm literally also wearing sweatpants that match and a bra and underwear that matches. So in case you can't tell what color I've been obsessed with these last couple years, I would say this has been my color for like 3 years, but like my go-to favorite color is pink. But this color I've just been obsessed with for like 3 years now, but it's not like my holy grail favorite color. Is anyone else weird like that? Where they're like, I love this color, but it's not my favorite. Like my holy grail favorite's this. Anyway, so in today's video, I just wanted to sit down and use new makeup. So the focus of this video, I know I have a lot of testing new makeup videos because I buy a lot of makeup, but in today's video, I wanted to test out the Mercury and Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. So, I mean, just like, look how pretty this packaging is. And then you open it up. Oh, look how pretty. It's just so gorgeous. Also, you'll have to excuse my nails. I did them and then immediately smudged like almost all of them, so I have to do them again tonight. But I, as you can see, have used this. I actually accidentally dug my nail into that shade. But yeah, I have used it, but I haven't used all of the colors, and I've mainly only done like neutral looks using this palette. So today I wanted to do something that was inspired by my favorite lilac color, and so I figured that's what we would do today. And then I have some other new products that I've been testing out. I've tested out almost all of these products, but there's a couple I haven't yet, so I figured that we would use that. Also, there's a sneak peek to an upcoming video I will be filming, which is also new makeup, but I haven't tested it out yet. Okay, that's your only sneak peek. So anyway, I'm going to pin my hair back with these because I know using the headband's not as cute as like pinning it back with a clip. I know all the beauty gurus are pinning things back with a clip and not using headbands anymore, so today we're going to do that. I look like a little girl, but how does it look? Wow, it doesn't even occur to me that like clips might slip out of people's hair because I have such thick curly hair that if I put anything in it, it sticks there. Actually, it gets stuck there. So it's just one of those like straight thin hair problems I can't relate to. Anyway, we're just gonna jump into this video. I'm gonna use my P. Louise base. So I got vaccinated I got my second vaccination on Monday, which was the 19th. So I'm fully vaccinated now. I'm Team Pfizer. My mom got vaccinated on Friday, so did Zach, my boyfriend. And then my sister got vaccinated on Saturday. And the day after, they all felt like crap. My mom literally was on the bathroom floor, like laying down, like thought she was gonna die. Like, so she really had a bad reaction. And she felt like crap the whole day, like the flu. And then my sister had a bad headache and she had bad body aches and chills. I was originally gonna work yesterday, and then my family was like, you need to take off. And I was like, oh, I don't want to use a PTO just for the day after getting my vaccine. Like, I usually don't get affected by things like that, so I was like, watch it not affect me and me waste a day off on this stupid vaccine. It's not stupid, it's just annoying that I had to take off for it. I'm very grateful that I was able to get the vaccine. Just want to put that out there. But anyway, yeah, I felt like I had the flu yesterday. I even had a runny nose. It was so weird. I had the worst body aches. I had a low-grade fever. I had chills. I was sweating. Like I said, I got a runny nose. Like, I had a little bit of a cough. Like, I was bedridden the whole day. The whole day. I couldn't even get up. So my mom took care of my dog, and then Zach came over later after work and took care of me. But oh my gosh, it like knocked me out. Anyway, I used the shade Base, which is just like a white color in the Norvina palette, to basically just set my eye primer. Okay, so first shade we're gonna go into is Libra, and it's this pretty lilac shade. right here. My boyfriend is a Libra. He bought me this palette for my birthday. So when we were talking about like, oh, what colors we liked from the palette when I opened it, he was like, oh, I like that one. And I'm like, it's called Libra and you're a Libra. So shout out. My skin has been acting up and then it literally cleared up yesterday for me to lay in bed all day and feel like crap. And now from laying in bed, I developed a zit. So it was clear yesterday, now today it's not. So I will say it does look darker. This Libra shade looks darker in the pan. Looks a little washed out from my lights, but it does take some building. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented because it does take a little bit of building, but honestly, once you blend it out, it looks nice. It's not like patchy or anything. And it does eventually get to the shade in the pan, but you do have to dip in a few times before you get there. I watched a few videos on YouTube today about like trends, like makeup trends on TikTok. And I never see makeup trends. Like as much as I'm in the makeup like beauty community, not that I'm like in it, but like I'm like infiltrated it. Like I don't get any of that on TikTok. A lot of the stuff I get is about boyfriends, which I guess is kind of embarrassing. The occasional dog one I'll get. And then like traumatized TikTok. I always get the ones where it's like, put a finger down if your dad didn't love you. And it's like, okay, so TikTok knows that about me, but they didn't know that I like makeup. Okay, sure. But anyway, we're done with the transition shade. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Hot Mess right here. There's like no fallout on this color. It's like no fallout, but it's on the brush. I'm just going to stamp that in my outer V. That's also not as dark as what it is in the pan. See, the thing is the quality of these shadows is amazing. It's just not as pigmented at the first go that like I would like. But purples are really hard to formulate without them being patchy. So maybe the method is have them be less pigmented for being not patchy, if that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know anything about eyeshadow formulations besides the basics. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. This one is so firmly packed. There's like no fallout. It takes like 2 or 3 times of really packing it in to get like a good pigment out of it. But I do have to say that shade Hot Mess with the shade Libra, which is my like crease transition shade, is really pretty. It like blends really nicely. Honestly, this would look nice as like a matte look if I just cleaned it up a little bit more. We're gonna go in with a shimmer because these shimmers look amazing. So I've used Ultraviolet before and I've used Mercury before, but I've never used Nebula. I've used this color and this color before, but I've never used this color, which is Nebula. But it seems more of like a glitter. So I don't know if it's like meant to be just a topper, but I think I should still try it out. So here we go. That's nice and pretty. Let's go in. Ooh. Okay, it's definitely like a glitter topper, but oh, that's so pretty. I love a glitter. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty in the summer. I wish I was going to like a festival or something. I've never been to a music festival, by the way. I'm like not that kind of girl. Just like one swipe of it and it's glitter. I'm going back in with Hot Mess and just defining the outer V a little bit more. I feel like I'm going to a festival with this look. But now I'm going to clean the eyeshadow up off of my face and then we'll move into the rest of the makeup. Okay, so I tried to get as much of the makeup off my face as possible, but anyway, I'm going to do swatches of the palette at the end of this video, but now I just wanted to try to test out some of this new makeup. There's only one product on here that I haven't actually used yet. Anyway, I'm going to go in with my primer, which is the Prime Focus Primer Serum from Wet n Wild. It's supposed to go with their hydrating photo focus foundation. These were launched at the same time, and I do like that foundation. It's just not my color right now. So once I get a little tan, I can't wait for when I'm a little bit tan and I can like go back to like my darker shades, because I'm not a beauty guru. I don't have the same foundation in like a million shades for if I'm like tan or light. Like I only have for whatever color I was when I bought it. And I do get pretty tan in the summer, so there is like a pretty big change, so I can't use the same one I use in the summer in the winter like now. I'm gonna go in with the Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator with medium coverage from Urban Decay, and it's actually this Stay Naked Hydromaniac. And I just squeeze it I do like 3 squeezes horizontally on each cheek, and then I'll do like little things everywhere because I do kind of use a lot of the product when I put it on. It's a tinted moisturizer and it's only medium coverage, so if I want to get more coverage out of it, I do have to use a lot of the products. But the good thing about it is that it doesn't cake up or make you feel like it's too much when you add a lot. It really does build nicely. I haven't used a brush with it yet. This is the first time I'm going to be using it with a brush. I've used it with beauty sponges and I've really liked how it turned out. So let's go in with a brush. Maybe I'll get more coverage this way. Oh yeah, definitely getting more coverage this way. Probably should have thought of that before I squeezed like the whole tube onto my face. I mean, right away, you can just see how glowy and pretty this is. I just really love this foundation. So yeah, I really like this. I'm in the shade 30 Light, going in with the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. I've been really liking this too, and I've been wanting to try it for a long time. But yeah, I like the coverage of this, and it's dewy underneath, which I like. Next, this I was very excited for. I have been on the email me when in stock wait list forever for this, and I finally got my hands on it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in the shade Light to Medium, and it looks dark. Like, I'm not even gonna front. It looks dark, but if you figure out how to use it just right, it looks good. Okay, now that I think I've got my contour pretty much, it's time to test out a new blush. So I've used the other products that I've just talked about, but I haven't used this new blush yet. It's the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Pinched. It's like this cute little peachy color. That was cool. Oh, this is pretty light. I'm going to use this new cheek brush that I bought from Real Techniques to use for my cream blush. So hopefully, this is so light. I don't even know if you can tell the difference, but it just like gave me like a nice peachy warm flush. Those are all the new products that I wanted to test out on camera. So now I'm going to go off camera, finish my brows, finish the eyes, and then I'll be back for swatches. Okay, so I've given my camera some time to cool off, and I've also finished the rest of my makeup. I am wearing falsies. I'm wearing the Glamnetic falsies in the shade Virgo. A lot of astrology themed things going on today. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of swatches, so I'm going to roll up my sleeve. Let's get started. So, first things first, I think I'm just going to go across the rows like this, and let's start off. Okay, so first I'm going to go in with Cosmic, which is a shade right here. That's pretty. First swatch. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm just gonna do it again. But initially, that's like a pretty pink, like icy pink color. It's really pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, next we're going in with Utopia, which is this peachy shade right there. Yeah, that's gonna blend in with my finger, but yeah, you can barely tell it against my skin tone. Pigment is definitely here. That's really nice and pigmented. So there you go. Next, we're gonna go with Ultraviolet, which is that purpley shade. This one is not as pigmented. It is very glittery, so maybe the point of this is to be a topper. Oh yeah, it's a really pretty glittery topper. Next is Nebula, which I did use on my eyes. But yeah, Nebula is definitely a much more glittery topper. That's right over my heart tattoo. Now, we're gonna go in with Mercury, which is this blue color. Ooh, that's really dark. Wow. I'm gonna go in with Haze, which is this minty color. There you go. Next, we're gonna go into the next row with Off Balance. This one's a little bit of like a pinky shade. This one's definitely more pigmented than the Haze shade. Then we're gonna go with Libra, which is what I use in my crease. On my eye, I had to build the swatch up, but it is really pretty and pastel-y, and it's not patchy at all. And now we're gonna go in with Crash, which is just kind of like this gray color. Next up is Momentum, which is just this like creamy white shade. So I would probably just use this to set my lid after applying primer. You can't even really see it, but it's right there. The last color of the row, Supermoon. I can already tell this is gonna be like a duochrome. Oh yeah. And then, oh my gosh, it's like a pinky blue shade. Can you see that? That's so pretty. That is just so pretty. We're gonna go in with Vortex, which is this dark purpley shade, which is basically your only option for a dark outer V color. This is another one that's more pigmented in the pan and takes a little bit of building up. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Hot Mess. I also used this. Like, these are very different colors in the pan. They shouldn't be almost the same on my arm. Next is Supernova, which I haven't used yet. I haven't even touched it yet. So here we go. Ooh, that's really buttery. Wow, that's not what I expected at all. Champagne glitter in it, but wow, that's really buttery. Oh, I can't wait to use that. Pretty. We're gonna go in with Karma, which is just this beigey brown, like probably could be a crease shade right here. I mean, these two together, Supernova and Karma, I feel like that'd be a really pretty eye look, just like a simple, pretty warm eye look. Gold Glitch, I've used this too. Just obviously a really pretty gold color. Give it a close up. Last color, I have not touched this before. It's Frazzled. Okay, so this color is a little bit of a rose gold. There's no glitter in it, it's just straight up metallic. That is really pretty. So here are the swatches. So pretty. And there you go. So those are the swatches, and I've done my look, and now it's time to wrap this video up and give you guys my final thoughts. Here are my final thoughts on the Mercury Retrograde palette by Huda Beauty. First things first, packaging, just beautiful. It feels like it's worth the price, and there's a nice big mirror, and I just feel like it's such unique coloring for the packaging. And this palette has been duped and copied like millions of times at this point, so you can tell when companies are copying your palette or your product, you did a good job. Packaging is 10 out of 10 for me for the formula. So the swatches were beautiful, obviously. All of the metallic shades were beautiful. All of the glittery shades, divine, impeccable. And all of the mattes and transition shades were really good. So for the quality of the actual shadows, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, that's really good. That's really good. I didn't run into any patchiness. I didn't run into a ton of fallout. I didn't run into any issues with the glitters or metallics whatsoever. My only small complaint is that these two darker colors, Vortex and Hot Mess, and these two pastels, Libra and Haze, were not as pigmented as I would have hoped. But that could just be because if they had to give the trade-off of less pigmented but blends out nicely, because those types of purpley and greeny bluey shades are hard to formulate. So I understand why they had to be less pigmented, but you know, that's my one critique that I could possibly give. So that's why it's a 9 out of 10, but I love these shades. I will not be avoiding the shades because of that. So what if I have to build it up a little bit more, you know? So 10 out of 10 for the packaging and 9 out of 10 for the quality. Overall, I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10, which is basically a perfect score. So if you've been thinking about picking up this palette, I would highly recommend doing it. I've wanted this palette since it was first announced. The color scheme is so me. Everything about it is so me, and I do like Huda Beauty's formula. I know that she's controversial, but I do really love the palette and the colors, and it's just worth it for me. The price is a little bit steep. I think it's like $65 or $67, and that's pretty steep, but does really have really nice quality, and there are a lot of colorful, unique shades, but there's also a lot of neutrals in here. So even if you're a beginner but you want to dabble in a little bit of color, I would recommend this palette. So thank you guys for watching my review on the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below what you would want me to review next. Thanks guys, bye!